energy he coming with. He can't do all them shenanigans and all that he be doing with other people. He can't do that to me.
But I'm just saying, Key, listen.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you, after it, said, you know, knock, knock, Tank.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of but now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, oh, Keyshawn, what if he touch you? What if I touch him? Yeah, okay. Come on.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Keyshawn Davis are once again dominating the boxing headlines. But this time the attention isn't focused on their performances inside the squared circle. A heated confrontation between the two fighters has sparked major discussion. And here is a complete look at what reportedly happened. The tension between these two athletes appears to have reached a new level, with emotions boiling over during a boxing event where the situation turned physical backstage. The rivalry has now become one of the biggest talking points among boxing fans. Tank Davis has built a reputation as one of the sport's most explosive personalities. Inside the ring, he is recognized for his devastating knockout power, while outside of competition, his intense attitude and fearless approach have kept him in the spotlight. Meanwhile, Keyshawn Davis has been making his own mark in boxing. The young contender has continued climbing the ranks, earning respect for his confidence, competitive mindset, and willingness to speak his mind.
I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. He got the power, he got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with, and he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. The is you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
The tension between the two fighters didn't begin inside the ring. It started when the conversation moved beyond boxing, with heated exchanges taking place online. Han took shots at Gervonta's abilities, questioning his talent and suggesting that Tank's reputation was bigger than his actual skills. Gervonta Davis, known for responding when he feels disrespected, fired back with his own remarks. What started as a simple war of words quickly grew into something much deeper, turning a potential matchup into a personal rivalry.
Hey, Tank, I see you. What's up, Tank?
The situation unfolded away from the spotlight, behind the scenes of a major boxing event where both fighters happened to be present. Gervonta Davis was focused on his own camp, spending time with his team as they prepared for his upcoming bout, while Keyshawn Davis was building momentum and looking ahead to his own future plans. Eventually, the two fighters ended up meeting backstage. At first, the interaction seemed normal, with a brief exchange and the kind of casual acknowledgement you'd expect between competitors. But the mood quickly changed when Keyshawn began making comments aimed at Tank. He started with some playful trash talk, questioning certain moments from Gervonta's previous performances and making subtle remarks about Tank's opponents. Keyshawn made it clear that he believed he was chasing the top position in boxing and wasn't backing down from the challenge. From his perspective, Gervonta Davis's accomplishments and reputation were not enough to intimidate him, and he wanted Tank to know he was coming after that spotlight. Gervonta Davis has always been known as someone who doesn't ignore disrespect, and this situation was no different. After hearing the comments, Tank decided he wasn't going to stay quiet. The tension rose instantly as he got up and confronted Keyshawn. Their exchange became more heated, with both fighters firing back and refusing to back down. Keyshawn accused Tank of avoiding tougher challenges, while Gervonta responded by questioning whether Keyshawn could truly compete at his level. The verbal battle quickly reached a breaking point. What started as an argument turned into a chaotic scene within seconds. The two fighters moved toward each other, and the backstage area erupted into confusion as people scrambled to separate them. The situation intensified when members of both teams became involved. People were pushing, trying to intervene, and attempting to reach the other side as the confrontation spread beyond the fighters themselves. Security rushed in immediately to control the situation and prevent things from getting worse. The entire area became chaotic, with shouting and commotion filling the hallway as everyone tried to bring the incident under control. Security teams were forced into action as they struggled to keep the fighters apart. But the situation quickly became bigger than just stopping Tank and Keyshawn. Members from both sides began getting involved, creating chaos as tensions continued to rise. The atmosphere became extremely hostile, with emotions boiling over and the possibility of a massive confrontation breaking out. For a moment, it appeared the entire event could turn into a serious disturbance. This was no longer a simple argument between two fighters. It had escalated into a heated backstage clash that left everyone watching shocked. For several months, the tension between Keyshawn and Tank has continued to grow, with both fighters keeping a close eye on each other. The rivalry began after Keyshawn delivered a stunning knockout victory over Lamos, a performance that immediately put him in the spotlight. The way Keyshawn dominated and stopped Lamos had the boxing world talking, and it definitely grabbed Tank's attention. Shortly after the fight, Keyshawn made it clear that he wanted a challenge, wasting no time before calling out Tank with a bold message. Knock, Gervonta.
World title, but also we gonna come back to Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3, but world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Since that day, the friction between the two fighters has continued to rise without slowing down. Every conversation, social media post, and public appearance has added more fuel to the situation, with both men trading subtle shots while keeping fans interested in the possibility of a showdown. As the weeks go by, the rivalry has become increasingly intense and personal. Tank has attempted to dismiss Keyshawn's chances by questioning his experience and suggesting he is not ready to compete at his level. Meanwhile, Keyshawn has fired back by claiming that Tank is avoiding a true challenge and doesn't want to face serious competition. With both fighters refusing to back down, it feels like this matchup could become a reality sooner than expected. And if they finally step into the ring, the clash is expected to deliver a major spectacle.
If he gets an opportunity, I mean, Tank has been tweeting about him today.
What did Tank say?
I mean, you want me to verbatim? I mean, I can give the clean version.
Let me know, because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little end fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie. Tank gonna say what he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead and punish this guy on Friday, you know what I'm saying? Then whatever Tank come across, we gonna punish him too, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same.
Gervonta now understands that Keyshawn is far from being just another rising fighter trying to make a name for himself. He has proven that he belongs among the serious contenders. Tank has been watching Keyshawn's progress closely, and after witnessing the devastating knockout against Lemos, there is no denying that Keyshawn possesses both elite ability and dangerous power.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for.
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit in boxing.
Gervonta has never been the type of fighter to underestimate an opponent, especially someone who has consistently proven himself. Keyshawn has been making major waves, even attracting more attention than fighters like Shakur Stevenson. Tank has been observing his rise from a distance, fully aware that Keyshawn would present a serious challenge if they eventually meet inside the ring. However, Gervonta is not looking to force the matchup before the right time. He has a bigger goal in mind, and with retirement becoming a possibility in the future, he wants everything to line up perfectly before facing Keyshawn. Tank knows this confrontation is likely on the way, and when the opportunity finally arrives, he intends to leave a lasting impression.
5 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
The major revelation that caught the boxing world's attention was Tank announcing that he has plans to walk away from the sport in 2025. That's right, Gervonta Davis has suggested that his time in the ring could be coming to an end sooner than many expected. Despite still performing at an elite level, Tank has repeatedly expressed that his goal has always been to earn his fortune, build a lasting legacy, and eventually move on from boxing to enjoy life beyond competition. With the arrival of his newborn son, his priorities have shifted even more toward family. Davis wants to be present and involved as his child grows, making time outside the ring just as important as his career inside it.
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got a squawk today.
Gervonta Davis has mentioned the possibility of retirement for some time, but now those plans appear more serious. He has made it clear that he wants to walk away when he decides, while still being at the highest level of his career. For years, Tank has talked about earning enough financial security to enjoy life outside boxing before eventually leaving the sport that turned him into a global name.
How I'm going, I'm trying to get so much out of this shit and get away from it. Like, I have a house on an island, y'all won't see me again, type shit. Like, that's how I'm trying to beat. I'm trying to beat all this shit, type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around this too much longer. I don't even want this spotlight. Y'all can have it.
With the possibility of retirement approaching, Tank Davis appears to have mapped out the final stage of his boxing career. He views 2025 as the year where he could bring his journey inside the ring to a close. His schedule already includes a matchup with Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st, 2025, a fight that is expected to be one of the last appearances before he officially steps away.
Shit.
But the biggest part of Tank's retirement plan could be what comes next. He has openly suggested that his last time stepping into the ring may come against none other than Keyshawn Davis. If that matchup happens, it would serve as a major closing chapter to his career and a memorable way for him to leave the sport.
Hey Shakur, like I was telling Bud, it's either you or Keyshon's gonna get tanked, so the walls are closing in. So awesome.
It's gonna be him though.
It makes sense. He's closer.
Big brother first.
Absolutely.
Tank believes Keyshawn could be the ideal opponent to end his boxing journey. The tension between the two fighters has continued to grow over the past several months, with Keyshawn making his presence felt and keeping the pressure on. Before walking away, Tank wants to remind everyone why he has been considered one of the best in the sport. Although he has already achieved plenty, he is focused on leaving the ring as a winner, and defeating the younger fighter who has been challenging him could be the perfect way to close this chapter.
When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you, little dude, little dork.
But Tank's potential retirement doesn't mean he is ready to simply walk away without a challenge. He still plans to compete at the highest level and make the most of his final fights. With the remaining matchups ahead of him, he is expected to give everything inside the ring, especially if Keyshawn Davis becomes his final opponent. That a showdown between them would represent a major moment in boxing, with an established champion facing a rising star from the next generation. If the fight becomes a reality, it could be remembered as one of the defining moments of Tank's career. Davis would be aiming to end his journey with a statement performance and create a legacy that fans will talk about for years.
What's your thoughts on that type of performance as a rising star in boxing?
Where you at, Tank? Where you at? Where you at, Tank? That's what was my thoughts. I mean, the call out too after the performance. Come on, man. Look, man. Keyshawn showed. Look, this is what I've been waiting on from Keyshawn, man. Keyshawn has been kind of hot and cold. He finally put it together, man. He got his mental right. His team is right. His skill is on fire, on point, man. And he did it under these circumstances and this pressure behind this crowd. Man, that dude is a star, bro. Seriously, man. All that weight on his back, bro. He put it down. He was even dealing with his brothers, man. His brothers, his sisters singing the national anthem. It was a family affair, bro.
He said his sister had a car crash too prior to today too.
Fire, man. Newborn child as well, man. And he was able to manage all of this, man.
At a time when boxing is fighting for attention against MMA and celebrity-driven events, authentic rivalries like this bring something special back to the sport. These kinds of matchups remind fans of the excitement, emotion, and competition that made them fall in love with boxing in the first place.
Hey, buddy Shakur, just one question. How did Keyshawn look, man?
Ready for whoever comes next, man. That boy ready. He been ready, actually. You know what I mean? Given the opportunity, that's all it is.
You got two little brothers that is closing on Tank. You know, one of them gonna get him.
One of them gonna get him. It's gonna be a great night of boxing when they do.
The tension between Gervonta and Keyshawn may be complicated, but it has created a level of attention that is impossible to ignore. Their rivalry is attracting new viewers, fueling conversations among fans, and potentially building toward a major moment in boxing. The big question now is whether Keyshawn is prepared for the challenge of facing Gervonta, or if Tank's experience and skills will prove to be too much for the rising contender. Let us know your prediction in the comments, and make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing updates and fight news.